blow a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you, keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes, there's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Going on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. They can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life.
Go ahead, please.
Marshall, stuff.
Just lock in a moment. If you could, Ash, turn the camera a little bit to the right. Got to get all the priests in right there, and then because it's chopping Mariah's head off. If you could aim it, yeah, down. And then you got to twist the knob that your hand is on. No, not at the bottom. The one where the one in the back of it, the long knob in the back that you got your hand on. Yeah, that's how you adjust it. Now adjust it up a little bit more, right there. And then Salaki, we've been having technical difficulties. You know, Satan trying to do his thing with us. You know what I mean? Then to the right a little bit. All right, that should be 12. So we all up in there.
First priest. Is it the registry?
Asha'aya, Ben Yehoda, Ben Yasharala.
Ashaya, Ban Yehoda, Ban Yasharala.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shabbarakathon.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shabbarakathon.
La Yashala.
Amajum, which means to stand. Panakadami, turn to face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Quadash.
Quadash.
Hayah.
Ayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malapaka.
Malapaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazak.
Ratazaka.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratazak.
Ba'aratazak.
Kawat.
Kawah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Nathalanawa.
Nathalanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Cow.
Cow.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakanawa.
Wasalakanawa.
Kabawakanawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Kasalakanawa.
Kasalakanawa.
Kabawayanawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ai.
Tabayayanawa.
Tabayayanawa.
Panasai one.
Bonasai one.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashayanawa.
Hawashayanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Right.
Right.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Watapara.
Watapara.
Awalamya.
Wawalamya.
Aman.
Aman. In the English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth,
In earth.
as it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread.
and forgive us our debts,
And forgive us our debts.
as we forgive our debtors.
And forgive our debts.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from
For
evil.
thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. Hakak the power of the Hebrew Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Baba Kushai.
Baba Kashah.
Nathalanawa.
Lathananawa.
Hakak.
Hakat.
Hakak.
Hakat.
Le'apa'at.
Larpa'ah.
Call Makalak.
Call Makalah.
Wakal Matawat.
Wakal Matawah.
Hakak.
Hakat.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatazariah.
Hakak.
Hakat.
Lahakim.
Lahakim.
Hamat.
Hamakim.
Hakak.
Hakat.
Al-Kawat.
Al-Kawah.
Hatama'al.
Hatama'ala.
Nagar-Shan.
Nagar-Shan.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Wadaman.
What our mind in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Name of Yahweh Shai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the
The
power.
power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of
The
disease.
power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the leper.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
Cast them
In
out.
the name of Yahweh Shai.
Name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. The pit of best Israel, the Hebrew Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Barakanawa.
Baraklanawa.
Wayasharala.
Wayasharala.
Wahabayah.
Wahabayah.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Wadaman.
What our mind in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Name of Yahweh Shai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahweh
Name
Shai.
of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hahari.
Al-Hahari.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Isaiah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Ayathan.
Aliyathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regal.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hanala'ah.
Hanala'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ai.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasharala.
Yasharala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamar.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazal.
Tazalka.
Al-Yeh.
Al-Yeh.
Yanika.
Yamika.
Yawamah.
Yawamah.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakayaka.
Yakayaka.
Wayaraq.
Wayaraq.
Belayallah.
Belayallah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Makalrai.
Makalrai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athnapashka.
Athnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'ah.
Taza'atka.
Wawa'atka.
Wawa'atka.
Mayatha.
Mayatha.
I.
Wa'ai.
Awalam.
Awalam. In English. I will lift up mine eyes into the
I
hills.
will lift up my eyes into the hill.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
Help cometh from Yahweh.
which made heaven and earth.
Made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
Will
moved.
not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth
He
thee
that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasharala
he that keepeth Yasharala
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming
from
in.
this time forth,
From this time forth,
even forevermore.
even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Al-Damayah.
Al-Damayah.
Lukat.
Lukat.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
All. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Wabika.
Wabika.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka.
Al-Amaka.
Yarayamwa.
Yarayamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Your eyes Tazawat.
Your eye Tazawat.
Al-Tazapawayaka.
Al-Tazapawamika.
Amarwa.
Amarwa. Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magalia.
Magalia.
Wala'ai.
Wala'ai.
Yasakar.
Yasakar.
Sham Yasharala.
Sham Yasharala.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'ai Tazawat.
Nawai Tazawat.
Labat.
Labat.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Goryaf.
Aryah.
Yakaratwa.
Yakaratwa.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashamai.
Wayashamai.
Alayam.
Alayam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagaria.
Wahagaria.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashah.
Palashah.
Yasabi.
Yasabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Nalawat.
Nalawat.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawat.
Hayawat.
Zerawat.
Zerawat.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Lawat.
Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasiyah.
Kasayah.
Sara'ah.
Sara'ah.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Koyashawan.
Koyashawan.
Nashamat.
Nashamadwa.
Bayan.
Bayan.
Da'ira.
Da'ira.
Hayawat.
Hayawat.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adam.
La'adama.
Shayatam.
Shayathamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yatwa.
Yadmua.
Kaira.
Kaira.
Wakazabah.
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 Wakazalmanai.
Wakatazalmanai.
Call Nasikamwa.
Call Nasiakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Nayarashah.
Nayarashah.
Lanawa.
Nalawa. Na'awa.
Na'awa. Alahayam.
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 Shayathamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Kagalgala.
Kagalgala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Rawaka.
Rawaka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Daba'ira.
Daba'ira.
Ya'ira.
Ya'ira.
Bakalahaba.
Bakalahaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Hariyam.
Ariyam.
Khan.
Khan.
Therodatma.
Therodatma.
Basairika.
Basairika.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapathka.
Wapathka.
Dabahalam.
Dabahalam.
Mala'ai.
Mala'ai.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kalawan.
Kalawan.
Waya.
Waya.
Bukwashwa.
Bakwashwa.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabash.
Yabashwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Bahawa.
Bahawa.
Ayai.
Ayai.
Waya.
Waya.
Kaparwa.
Kaparwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Abadwa.
Abadwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Da'ira.
Da'ira.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Atha.
Atha.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Ayawan.
Ayawan. Ka. Haratazah. In English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
They that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
Take a crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted
Consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
Said,
Come
Come.
and let us cut them off
Let us cut them
from
off
being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of
The
Yasharallah
name of Yahshua
may be no more
may
remembered.
be no more remembered.
But they have consulted
They
together
have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee,
are confederate against
the
thee.
tabernacles of Edom
Tabernacles of Edom
and the
and
Ishmaelites
the Ishmaelites
of Moab
Moab
and the Hagarim,
Hagarim,
Gabal
Gabal,
and Ammon
Ammon,
and Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of
the
Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with
So
them.
also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of
They
Lot.
have
Open the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah.
do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
to the Midianites,
and to Sisera,
to Sisera,
and to Jabin,
to Jabin,
at the brook of Kisan,
son,
which perished at Endor,
perished at Endor,
and became as dung for the earth.
became a dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Making nobles like a red,
and Slaki, and like Zaeb,
like the head.
Slaki. Yea,
Yea,
all their princes as
all
Zabah
the princes of Sabbath
and Zamuna,
and Azamuna,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
Let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the house of Yahweh in possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a
as
wheel,
a stubble before the wind,
stumble before the wind,
as a fire burneth the wood,
fire burnt the
as
wood,
his flame setteth the mountains on fire.
flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy
with
tempest,
thy temper,
and make them
and
afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with
Fill
shame,
their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy
that
name.
they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them confounded, and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth.
Sorry, Mr. Turner. Let me shout you. Seated.
All right, let's get it on. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai to the brothers, Yahweh Shemal, Athar, Shem, Yahweh Shai to our beautiful sisters. Welcome once again. This is the Isupk Chicago Sabbath service. I'm Priest and Officer 1000 Mayad, and we're going to do, I got Priest and Officer 1000 Mariah Yala with me, Priest and Officer 1000 Asha Iyer, and also, you know what I'm saying, newly raised young priest and officer of 50 of Nashawan in the building, you know what I mean? Mighty young man up in here, 16 years old, holding this truth down like a titan.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So what we're going to do like we do every week. We're going to break it down in the scriptures. We're going to pick up where we left off. We're going to read in the ancient Hebrew first, and then we'll get the English translation. So where we at, Mariah?
Exodus 27 and 13.
All right, so for all of you joining outside, we're going to be in the book of Exodus, chapter 27, and starting at verse 13. 27 and 13. You know what I mean? So once we get there. So now, if I'm not mistaken, Mariah, this is where we're getting the instructions on how to build the temple. You know what I'm saying? So this is where we receive the instructions about, we're receiving the instructions. The Lord spake to Moses. You know what I mean? And he's instructing them on, he's giving him the blueprint. You know what I mean? And how we're going to build the altar, build the temple, all those good things. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to pick up off right now. Because, of course, we're still in the wilderness. And you got to remember, we are ancestors. You know what I'm saying? So we still in the wilderness running around for 40 years because of our disobedience. We should not, you know what I mean? If we would have been obedient to the Lord, if we would have just followed the Lord that showed us all these beautiful miracles that took our enemy down, that took the mighty empire of Egypt, who was the America of its time. You know what I'm saying? And brought it down to its knees, brought it down to the ground, destroyed it, and it never was able to rise up to that prominence that it had during the time of Moses. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to do the same thing with America, but this time, Akwathium, you know what I'm saying, Adawanyam, we need to be obedient to the Lord when he delivers us out of slavery again. We turned against the Lord. We said we might as well go back to Egypt. We tried to turn on Moses several times. He went up to get the commandments from the Lord. We down having all types of lascivious parties and orgies and worshiping golden calf gods and all this other stuff and doing every nasty thing. The Lord wanted to destroy us. After we walked through the Red Sea. And then we quickly turned our hearts back against the Lord. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why we wandered in the wilderness for 40 days and for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Before we can go to the promised land. So we're going to pick it up right now as we build it, as the Lord is giving Moses the instructions for the altar and the temple. All right, anytime you're ready, please.
All right, come on, sir. The book of Exodus, chapter 27 and verse 13. In the Hebrew, Barakah, Hakada Tazar, Lapa'ah, Quadama, Kodama, Mazarakab, Mazarakah, Kamashayam, Amma, verse 14. Rakamash, Aishara, Amma, Kwala Ya'ain, Salaki, Kwala Ayam, Lakata, Kathap. Idamayahum. Shalasha. Or Adaniyahum. Shalasha. Verse 15. Walakathap. Hashanayath. Kamash. Aishara. Kwalayam. Amadayahum. Shalasha. Wa'anayahum. Shalasha. Verse 16. Wala Shaya Wala Shaya Ira.
Yeah, right. Wallashire.
Wala Shire. Hakatazar. Hakatazar. Masad.
That's
Matad. That's
Masak.
Masak.
Right. So,
Ashayaram. Aima. Takalak. Wa'a Ragaman. What the wala I Shaniya Washash or Washasha Mashazar Ma'aisha Raquam Imadayahum Aruba'aya Wa'a Daniyahum
Slovakia.
Waha Daniyahum Aruba'aya Aruba'aya. Verse 17. Call. I'm a Wadya. Hakatazar. Sabiyab. Makasha. Kashakyam. Kasak. Wawayahum. Katak. Waha Daniyahum. Nakashah. Verse 18. Arad. Arak. Ha Katazar. Maha. Ba'ama. Rawakab. Kamashim. Bakamashim. Wakwama. Kamash. Abawa. Shasha. Mashazar.
Slovakia.
Wa Adaniyahum. Nakashah. Verse 19. Lakal. Kaliyah. Hamash Shakan. Bakal. Abadathiwa. Wakal. Yatadathiwa. Watadathiwa. Or Yatadathiwa. Wakal. Yatadath. Hakatazar. Nakashah.
All right, let's get that English. Excellent job.
Book of Exodus, chapter 27 and verse 13 in the English. And the bread and the breadth and the breadth and the breadth of the court on the east side eastward shall be 50 cubits.
So the breadth is like the width. You know what I mean? How wide it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? That's what breadth is, an old school word for wide. So what's being described is the court for the tabernacles. You know what I'm saying? So this is what's being described and how it's going to be built. Go ahead.
Verse 14. The hangings of one side of the gate shall be 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. Verse 15. And on the other side shall be hangings 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. Verse 16. And for the gate of the court shall be an hanging of 20 cubits, of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, or fine twined linen, wrought with needlework. And their pillars shall be 4, and their sockets 4. Verse 17. And the pillars round about the court shall be filleted with silver. Their hooks shall be silver, and their sockets of brass.
So for those of y'all, Salagi, just to let you know, a cubit is the equivalent of 1.5 feet. So when it says something's going to be like 20 cubits, that's 30 feet. You know what I mean? So the house of the tabernacle, 50 cubits, 20 cubits, and you know what I mean? So if 20 cubits is 30 feet, 50 cubits, you know what I'm saying? That's gigantic. You know what I mean? Just to give y'all a mental image of what it is that's being built here. It's not some little small hall. Right. You know what I'm saying? The Lord had this built the court for the tabernacle was huge. You know what I'm saying? And glorious with all types of jewels and trimmings and curtains and you know what I mean, amenities all around it. It was a very beautiful, glorious place. But when you walked in, you knew you were in somewhere holy. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 18. The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, and the breadth 50 everywhere.
Everywhere. So the length of the court is 100 cubits. That's 150 feet. You know what I'm saying? So just like I said, just to let y'all know, this isn't a small thing. You know what I'm saying? This is not no little place that's being built here. You know what I mean? It's a glorious place for the Lord. That's right. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get to the next. 19, Salakia.
Verse 19. All the vessels of the tabernacle and all the service thereof and all the pins thereof and all the pins of the court shall be of brass.
So all the vessels, you know what I'm saying? All the cups and the utensils and You know what I'm saying? The plates and everything, used for the service is all going to be fine brass. You know what I'm saying? Not that cheap brass that we got now. I'm talking about that shiny brass. You know what I'm saying? So this is a glorious thing being built right here. All right, we're going to get the next 7. You want to call us the next priest?
Module.
Well, that's what I would say, because we got to get through this pretty quick. So Salaki, we'll call you up at the end if you want to come up. So we're gonna go through just run through these, and then for the last 7 we'll call them up. But we got to get through these because we started late. So go ahead, Mariah.
It's like book of Exodus, chapter 27, and verse 20 in the Hebrew. What a third. That is a word. Banaya, Yasharala, Weyakwakwa, Alayak, Shaman, Zayath, Zakah, Katayath, Lama Ward, Laha Ilaf, Nar, Damayat, verse 21, Ba'ahol, Moa'ai, Makawatazat, La Parakat, Ashar, Al, Da'idath, Ya'iraq, Atawa, Aharan, Wabaniwa, Ma'irab, Bakor, La Panaya, Yahweh, the Kwaf, it's like a Kwaf, Awalam, Ladaratham, Ma'ath, Banaya, Yasharala, Book of Exodus, 28, verse 1, Wa'athab, Hakarab, Alayak, Aharan, Akayak, Wa'ath, Banayawa, Atawa, Matawak, Banaya, Yasharala, Lakahanawa, Laya, Aharan, Nadab, Wa'abaya, Hawa, Alayaya, Wa'ayatamar, Banaya, Aharan, verse 2, Wa'ashiyah, Bagadia, Kodash, La Aharan, Akayak, Nakabarawad, Walatha Parath, verse 3, Wa'atha, Dadabar, all, call, Kakamaya, Labud, Ashar, Malatayawa, Rawak, Kakama, Wa'ashawa, Bagadia, Aharan, Lakodashua, Lakahanawa, Laya, verse 4, Wa'ala, Habagadia, Ashar, Ya'ishawa, Kashan, Wa'apawat, Wama'ai, Y'all, Wakatat, the Nath, Dashabataza, Matazanapath, Wa'abanat, Wa'ishawa, Bagadia, Kodash, La Aharan, Akayak, Walabanyuwa, Nakahanawa, Laya, verse 5, Wahum, Yakokakwa, Yakwakwa, Hazaha, Wa'ath, Hatakalaf, Wa'ath, Ha'aragaman, Wa'ath, Dawala'if, Hashaniya, Wa'ath, Hashashak.
All right, let's get to English.
Gosh. Book of Exodus, chapter 27, and verse 20. And thou shalt command the children of Israel that they bring thee pure oil, olives beaten for the light, to cause the lamp to burn always.
Mm-hmm. So they use pure olive oil to burn for the lamps to burn. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 21. In the tabernacle of the congregation without the veil, which is before the testimony, Aaron and his sons shall order it from evening to morning before the Lord. It shall be a statute forever unto their generations on the behalf of the children of Israel.
So the part of the tabernacle that is without veil. That's because what the tabernacle is, the ark is there, that's covered. You know what I mean? So the part without the veil, that's where the congregation comes in, and that's what Aaron and his sons, the Levitical priests, conduct the ceremonies. They're there from morning to evening, from evening to morning. You know what I'm saying? So that's where they're going to be at, and that's an order from the Lord forever. You know what I'm saying? When we get back into our kingdom, once Jerusalem is rebuilt back on this earth and the temple is back here, it's going to be set back in order that way, where the priests are going to be inside of the temple the same way that Aaron and his sons were. You know what I mean? So this is so they could be there for the sin offerings and the blessings and everything, doing the work of the Lord. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Book of Exodus, chapter 28 and verse 1. And take thou unto thee Aaron thy brother, and his sons with him, from among the children of Israel, that he may be minister unto me in the priest's office. Even Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar, Aaron's sons. Verse 2. And thou shalt make holy garments for Aaron thy brother, for glory and for beauty.
So now here we go. We're going to make the holy garments for all you cats that want to call us Power Rangers. We're about to get the garment breakdown right here. You know what I'm saying? So Aaron and his sons, Aaron will be there to minister onto, to do his priest office, basically his head priest for the Lord, unto the Lord, to minister unto the Lord, to carry the word of the Lord out to the people, him and his sons.
Right.
And then he said to make him garments, holy garments, that be glorious and beautiful, just like we look up here at Sabbath service right now, just like we look every year at Passover.
That's right.
Let's go. Go ahead.
Like if I could, I'd be going to the slave every on the weekends or whatever, and these Indians, they look like chef hats, and they look like they go and get their doctor's office. They're like with the coats, and don't look like no damn garment.
Right. The East Indians, the Israelites, the Muslims,
Right.
Those dresses and stuff they be wearing, those are not holy garments. We're about to get the description of what a holy garment is. This is what you put fringes on, not a t-shirt. Let's get this breakdown, Ash. Go ahead.
Kana Wakan. Verse 3. And thou shalt speak unto all that are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they may make Aaron's garments to consecrate him, that he may be minister unto me in the priest's office.
So now he said, those who are wise-hearted, they got those who are wise in their mind, that got some knowledge and some wisdom about them.
Right.
Go to these skillful men to make Aaron's garment. You know what I'm saying? Don't just go to anybody. It's like in here, just anybody can't make our garments. We go to certain, but Tabakanas and oh my God, there's so many brothers. My mind just blanked on. So many brothers make glorious garments in this school, man. Like, and it's just ridiculous. And these men are skillful in their craft. You can tell them what you want, and they'll make it to the T. Or you can let them freestyle, and they'll make you something glorious beyond what you thought were possible. Hazahab, Captain DeBar. Captain Yagarwap, man, Salaki. I'm just missing I got a whole bunch of names jumbled up in my head right now. I can't get them all out, but there are plenty of brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, who make glorious garments, and it's just amazing the designs that they come up with. So Salaki, I digress. Keep going.
Verse 5. No, Salaki.
Verse 4.
Verse 4. And these are the garments which they shall make a breastplate.
A what?
A breastplate.
You see this right here? A breastplate. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So y'all saying we Power Rangers. Well, this Power Ranger is ordained by the Lord. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And an ephod.
And what?
And an ephod.
Okay, ephod is a linen apron worn in ancient Hebrew times. All right, if you stand, everybody stand up real quick up here. An ephod. While y'all want to make fun of our garments, talking about we don't know what we're doing.
Right.
You don't know what an ephod is. You don't know where the breastplate goes. You know nothing of the work of the Lord. Keep going.
And a robe.
And what?
A robe.
And a robe. You see brothers wear the robes, like my one Passover garment. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Right.
And a broidered coat.
Mm-hmm. The embroidered coat. You see? Come on, man. You had the embroidering on there. You know what I'm saying? The brothers that have all types of Hebrew lettering on there. We had a stipe. This. Keep going.
A mitri.
A what?
A mitri.
Come on, man. We famous for rocking the mitris.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We are forget the Arabs. We the ones that rock the mitris. They
Right.
rock a turban, which is a bootleg mitri.
Right.
They got that from us, along with their fake religion. Keep going.
And a girdle.
A what?
A girdle.
War belt.
Right.
Come on, man. Straight out the Bible right here, right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We just physically showed you what we are wearing right now is being described in the Bible for Aaron and the priest to wear. This is what you put fringes on, not your goddamn t-shirt. Right. So when you calling us Power Rangers and making fun of the way we dress and telling us we don't know what we doing, right. Here it is in the Bible, dummy. Right in front of you. Go ahead, Mariah. What you got?
Okay, that's where they get the wrestling belts from. They copied our
Yeah,
style.
yeah. WWE copied us. They owe Commander General Johanna some ties for them wrestling belts, that's man. Right. Come on. Go ahead.
The white man such the devil, you know what I'm saying? He called a girdle now with them little old ladies wear under their dress.
Yeah.
That ain't what a girdle is. That ain't another skirt under the dress.
That's all. And back in the days, that was called a stomacher. Because it was used to hold in the woman's stomach. Right. But he twists, like you said, he twists everything up. Now we call a stomacher a girdle. Right. So to make it effeminate, when we say we rock, we can't say we got the girdle on now, because then they're going to be like, oh, really? It sounds effeminate now. Right. But a girdle is a war belt. Right. Christ is going to come back with a golden girdle around the paps. Use your paps. It's designed to protect you. Right. It's a war belt. Come on, man. But we don't know what we're talking about. Salakia. Keep going.
And they shall make holy garments for Aaron thy brother and his sons, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office. Verse 5. And they shall take gold and blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen.
So they're going to take all these colors, the gold and the blue and the purple and the scarlet, those took a lot to make back then. Right. You know what I'm saying? Those were elegant, rich colors that took skillful craftsmanship to be able to make these colors. So that's why they stand out. Even though purple has been, LGBTQized nowadays, you know what I mean, especially by a certain fake Israelite group. But purple was a royal color. Purple was a color that, you know what I'm saying, that you had to have some money to be able to rock purple and scarlet and blue and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? So despite what it is nowadays, in the eyes of the Lord in the Bible, it is a glorious color. That's right. A beautiful color to be worn by the priest. You know what I'm saying? Despite what some other Israelite groups do with it. All that perversion. Anyway, so like, all right, we're going to continue on with the next 7. So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 28 and verse 6 in the Hebrew. Waishua, Av, Hagar, Zahab, Lath, Wara, Gaman, Tawala'ith, Shania, Washash, Mashazar, Maisha, Kashab, verse 7, Shatia, Katagath, Katapath, Kabarath, Yahaya, Lawa, Al, Shanya, Kwatazawath, Yawa, Wakabar, verse 8. Wakashab, a Padathwa, Ashar, Aliwa, Kamash Shahawa, Mamanwa, Yahaya, Zaab, the Kalath, Wa'ora, Gaman, Slaki. That is a gut, right?
Come.
Yeah, Slaki. Wa'oragaman, Watawa La'ith, Shanya, Washash, Mashazar, verse 9. Wulakwakath, Ath, Shatya, Abanya, Shaham, Salakia. Wapatakath, Aliyaham, Shamawath, Banya, Yasharala, verse 10. Shashah, Mashamatham, Al, Ha'aban, Ha'akath, Wa'ath, Shamawath, Hashashah, Hanawath Rayam, Al, Ha'aban, Sakit, Hashanayath, Katawalad, Kata, Waladatham, verse 11. Maisha, Karash, Aban, Patawakya, Katham, Tapatak, Ath, Shatya, Ha'abanyam, Al, Mashath, Banya, Yasharala, Masabath, Masabah, Tazawath, Za'ab, Daisha, Atham, verse 12. Washamath, Ath, Shatya, Habanyam, Al, Katapath, Ha'apad, Abanya, Zakaran, Labanya, Yasharala, Anashah, Aharan, Ath, Shamawathan, Lapanya, Yahweh, Al, Shatya, Kata Payawa, Lazakaran. Get into English.
Book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 6. And they shall make the ephod of gold, of blue, and of purple, of scarlet, and fine twin linen, with cunning work. Verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
It shall be the two shoulder pieces thereof joined at the two edges thereof.
So, two shoulder pieces joined. You see how this is joined here, this is joined. Come on now. Keep going.
And the curious work,
Mm-hmm.
the curious girdle of the ephod, which is upon it, shall be of the same, according to the work thereof, even gold of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twin linen. Verse 9. And thou shalt take two
Onyx. Yeah.
stones and grave on them the names of the children of Israel Verse 10. 6 of their names on one stone, and the other 6 on the rest. Of the rest on the other stone, according to their birth.
So brothers have had the garment where they've had the stones that represent the tribes of Israel.
Right.
If you don't get what it's saying, the 6 stones is the 6 stones here, 6 stones there. That's to represent the 12 tribes. Keep going.
Khan, if I may, sir. In the Catholic Church, where they have these so-called priests, they don't honor none of this tradition that's out of the Bible that the Lord put in to give our people culture. They call themselves priests,
right,
which come from the Bible, but they don't uphold none of these traditions in the book of Exodus and none of these things that the Lord put down. They have created their own fallacy in the church, but they call themselves priests and to be teaching the word of God, but they don't rock none of this.
Right, because here's the thing, they don't understand this.
Right.
They can't visualize this. They can't see this. This is why we know the Isupk is the home of the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because the 7 heads, the brothers that, High Priest Ariah and all of these brothers, you know what I'm saying, Abba Bibbins, they saw this.
Right.
And the Lord showed them what this was saying, and they recreated it perfectly.
That's right.
The white man that had this book for hundreds of years. The Arab man, the East Indians, the Arabs, the Africans, they didn't have these books hundreds of years when we didn't even have access to it.
Right.
We got our eyes gouged out and we were hung and whipped and burned and tortured for reading this book.
Right.
They had access to it and could not recreate the things in the Bible because they were not the people of the Bible. And like I said, they're definitely not the priest of the Lord.
Right.
Well, we back now.
That's right.
We here now. It's time. We taking it back over. You know what I'm saying?
Not to carry on so much, but it's so heavy what you're bringing out because our people, especially our Hispanic brothers and sisters, they heavy in their Roman Catholicism, which is known for being priestly and all of this, things like that, and it's just something that we blinded to the truth of the matter, and that the Catholic Church is one of the most disgusting and vile places on earth.
On the face of the earth.
You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make that
and one last thing. Our Native American brothers kept these traditions up in their garments for years. But unfortunately, the white man put them in those schools and wiped the real memory of their identity out. So they have bits and pieces of our tradition, but they don't know where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? So they've been rocking fringes and garments with the stones and and breastplates and all this stuff for years, for hundreds of years. You know what I'm saying? They kept the tradition. But the white man wiped it out of their mind. They don't even know what they're wearing. And they're wearing priestly garments all the goddamn time, especially when they hold powwows. All right, let's continue on.
Come on, sir. Verse 11.
Yeah, he did.
Verse 11. With the work of an engraver in stone, like the engravings of a signet. Shalt thou engrave the 2 stones with the names of the children of Israel. Thou shalt make them to be set in ouches of gold. Verse 12. And thou shalt put the 2 stones upon the shoulders of the ephod for stones of memorial unto the children of Israel. And Aaron shall bear their names before the Lord upon 2 shoulders for a memorial. Verse 13.
That's 7. All right, let's get the next 7 real quick.
Exodus chapter 28.
No, it's on Ash. Yeah.
Book of Exodus chapter 28 and 13. Book of Exodus chapter 28 and verse 13. Wa Aishayaf Mashabatazah Tazath Zahab, verse 14. Washathya, Shawasharath,
Mm-hmm.
Zahab, Tahawar,
Mm-hmm.
Balath,
Mm-hmm.
the Aisha, Atham, Ma'aisha, Ibath, Wananatha, Ath, Shawasharath, Ha'abatath, Aw, Hama Shabbatazath. Verse 15, Wa'aishayath, Kashan, Mashapat, Ma'aisha, Kashad, Kama'aisha, Apad, the Aishanwa,
Mm-hmm.
Zahab, the Kalath, Wa'aragap, Wa'aragaman, Ratawal La'ai, Shaniya, Washasha, Mashazar, the Aisha, Ashawa, Atawa, Atwa. Verse 16, Rubber, 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 I, Rubber,
Mm-hmm. Rubber
Rubber
wide.
Y,
Yeah,
Yaha, Kapawal, Zarath, Arabawa, no,
mm-hmm.
Araba Kawa,
Mm-hmm.
Wazarath, Rakabawa, verse 17, Umala'ath, Bawa, Mala'ath, Aban, Araba'aya, Taraba'ayam, Aban, Tawar, Adam, Patada, Rabawakwath, Hatawar, Ha'akad, verse 18, Rahatawar, Hashania, Napak, Tapawar, Tapayawar, Slaki, Tapayar,
Mm-hmm. Sapayar.
Sapayar, Wayahalam, verse 19, Wahatawar, Hashalayashia, Lasham, Shabawa, or Shabwa, or Akal, or Akalama.
All right. Let's get that English.
Book of Exodus, chapter 28, and verse 13. And thou shalt, verse 14, Slagi.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 chains of pure gold at the ends of wreathen work shalt thou make them, and fasten the wreathen chains to the ouches.
Now, for what the ouches are, those are the settings that you put the jewels into. You know what I'm saying? Now we got our we got the studs and the spikes and stuff like that. But that's when they would all those jewels they made. The ouches were the imprints inside of the breastplate or inside of the garment where they place the jewels. All right, keep going.
Verse 15. And thou shalt make the breastplate of judgment with cunning work. After the work of the ephod thou shalt make it, of gold, of blue, and of purple, and of scarlet, and of fine twin linen. Thou shalt make it. Verse 16. For square it shall be, being double. A span shall be length thereof, and a span shall be breadth thereof. Verse 17. And thou shalt set it fittings of stones, even 4 rows of stones. The first row shall be sardius and tapas and topaz and a carbuncle. This shall be the first row.
So it's to let you know when it's saying a span is about 9 to 10 inches. If I'm not, a span's about 9 to 10 inches. So when they say you're going to do something for a span, that's about 10 inches. And then they're naming the jewels, the sardis, the topaz, the carbuncle. You know what I'm saying? Those are all precious jewels back in the day. So the first row is going to have these precious jewels on it. Keep going.
Verse 18, and the second row shall be an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond. Verse 19, and the third row, linguor, and an agate, a gate, and a amethyst.
So they're naming all these fine jewels. Remember, they said these are going to represent the 12 tribes. So he's naming the rows of the jewels. You know what I'm saying? What they're going to be, all these precious stones. Real quick, let's get the young priest up here. We're going to wrap it up. Next priest.
The registry.
Anashwan, Ban Yashkar,
Yasharala.
Ban Yasharala.
Anashwan, Ban Yashakar, Ban Yasharala.
Yahal Bashim Yao Shah Brakathum.
Yahal Bashim Yashar Brakathum. Excellent work, please. All right. So we're going to have to end a little bit early. We're going to get these last 7 out so the young priest can get a chance to read. And then we out of here. So where we stopped at, 19? All right. So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 20 in the Hebrew. Well, Sawar, Harabayaya, Shashya, Washa'am, Wayashapa, Mashaba Tazayam, Zahab, Yahayawa, Bamala, Watham, verse 21. Wahabanyam, Wahabanyam, Tahayayan, Shamath, Banya, Yasharala, Shabbathiam, Aishara, Shamatham, Patawakya, Kawatham, Ayash, Shamwa, Tahayanyan, Lashanya, Aishar, Shabbat, verse 22, Waishayath, Hakashan, Sharashath, Gabalath, Maisha, Ibath, Ibath, Za'ab, Tahawar, verse 23. Waishayath, Al, Hakashan, Shatya, Tabaiwath, Zahab, Wanathath, Ath, Shatya, Hasabaiwath, Al, Shanya, Quatazawath, Hakashan, verse 24. Wanathath, Ath, Athia, Shatya, Ibatath, Hazahab, Al, Shatya, Hataba'ith, Al, Quatazawath, Hakashan, verse 25. Wa'ath, Shatya, Quatazawath, Shatya, Habatath, Tathan, Al, Shatya, Hamashabatazawath, Wanathath, Wanathatha, Al, Katapawath, Haipad, Al, Mawal, Panayawa, verse 26. Waishayath, Shatya, Tabaiwath, Zahab, Slakia, Washamath, Atham, Al, Shanya, Quatazawath, Hakashan, Al, Shapathwa, Ashar, Al, Ibar, Haipad, Bataya. That's it. All right, let's get to English so we can wrap it up.
Kanadamun Khan. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 28, verse 20. And the fourth row, a beryl, and an onyx, and a jasper, they shall be set in gold in their enclosings. Verse 21. And the stones shall be with the names of the children of Israel, 12, according to their names, like the engravings of a signet. Signet.
Signet.
All right, come. Every one with his name shall they be according to the 12 tribes. Verse 22. And thou shalt make upon the breastplate chains at the ends, wreathen work of pure gold. Verse 23. And thou shalt make upon the breastplate 2 rings of gold, and shalt put the 2 rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. Verse 24. And thou shalt put the 2 wreathen chains of gold in the 2 rings which are on the ends of the breastplate.
Right.
Verse 25. And the other 2 ends of the 2 wreathen chains thou shalt fasten in 2 ouches, and put them on the shoulder pieces of the ephod before it.
So yeah, you're gonna have if you see something, we have chains, we got jewels, we got studs, there's gonna be spikes on the thing. Like, come on, man. Everything you see the Isupk rocking is straight out of the Bible, hands down, man. And it's being described right here. I know some of y'all may look at our garments and be like, man, these cats dress weird and it look far out. But no, man, we dressing how our ancestors dressed. This is our tradition. We love rocking chains to this day, so we're supposed to have gold chains on our garments. Keep going.
It's like, so that's 27?
26, yeah.
Come. Verse 26. And thou shalt make 2 rings of gold, and thou shalt put them upon the 2 ends of the breastplate in order thereof, which is,
Border.
Salaki. And the border thereof. which is in the side of the ephod inward.
Right. So it's going to have, you know what I'm saying? It's going to have gold rings and fasteners and connectors, chains, all this to pull the garment together, man. This garment right here, I would love to recreate it. This thing would be glorious coming in the Passover, looking like you fresh off a chariot, man. You know what I mean? Come on. All right. And with that, go ahead.
It's just like the once again the Road Warriors copied the Bible.
Oh, yeah. Look, man, slowly but surely throughout our history, Esau has copied and duplicated everything that we have done.
Right.
He's broken it up into little pieces. They don't even realize why they dress this way. If you look at, rock stars, they wear the chains hanging off this stuff. Like you said, wrestlers come in with some of those far out outfits, don't even knowing that they partially mimicking what we have worn for generation and generation in the Bible, and what the Isupk has brought back into this earth and recreated under the power of the Lord, under the instructions of the Lord, under the leadership of the power of Christ, and under the leadership of Commander General Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? All right, and with that.
La Yasharal.
Put this hand over your shoulder.
Amazim means to stand. When I come down, you turn to face the east. You go do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Quadash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakmaka. Daba'ah. Ratazai. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'aratazah. Kawah. Hayah. Bashamayim. Lathananawa. Lakam. Ta. Yawam. Wasalakanawa. Kabawaganawa. Kasalakanawa. Kabawaganawa. Wala'ai. Dabayanawa. Bonasai 1. Abal. Hawashayanawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Wataparawa. Wawalamya. Aman in the English. Our Father. Which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. I cut the power of the Hebrew Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushai. Baba Kushab. Lathananawa. Hakak. Larapa'ah. Call Makallah. Wakal Matawat. Hakak. Latahar. Hamatazariah. Hakak. Lahakim. Hamathia. Hakak. Al-Kawah. Latama'ala. The God's son. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Wadaman in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh, please give us the power. Power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you, so be it. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Barak Lanawa. Wayasharala. Wahabaya. Sapari. Ba'ashem Yahushai. The Wadaman in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew.
Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Izari, Ma'an, Yahweh, Isupk, Shamayam, Waratazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawan, Shamarka, Hanala'at, Yanawam, Wala'ai, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamika, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'at, Yakayaka, Wayarak, Belialah, Yahweh, Yashamar, Bakalrad, Yashamar, Apnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'atka, Wawa'atka, Ma'athah, Wa'ai, Awallah. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the
From
hills.
whence cometh my help?
From which cometh my
My
help?
help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasharala
he that keepeth
shall
Yasharah
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming
from
in
this time
from
forward
this time forward
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 8 in the Hebrew. Ahayah.
Alahayah,
Al-Damayah.
Al-Damayah,
Lakat.
Lakah,
Al-Takarash.
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat,
All.
Al
Kayahana.
Kayahana,
Awadika.
Awadika,
Yahama.
Yahama,
Yawan.
Yawan,
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash,
Al-Amaka.
Al-Amaka,
Yarayama.
Yarayama,
Sawada.
Sawada,
Wayata.
Wayatha,
Ya'ai Tazawa.
Ya'ai Tazawah,
Al Tazapawayaka.
Al Tazapawanyaka,
Amarwa.
Amarwa,
Lakawa.
Lakawa,
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam,
Magaya.
Magaya,
Wala'ai.
Wala'ai,
Yazakar.
Yazakar,
Sham Yasharala.
Sham Yasharala,
Iwada.
Iwada,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Nawai Tazawa.
Nawai Tazawah,
Laba.
Laba,
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa,
Ayaka.
Ayaka,
Baryat.
Baryat,
Yakaratwa.
Yakaratwa,
Ahoya.
Ahoya,
Adawan.
Adawan,
Wayashamai.
Wayashamai,
Alayam.
Alayam,
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba,
Wahagari.
Wahagari,
Gabal.
Gabal,
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amalat.
Wa'amalat,
Palashat.
Palashat,
Amyashabi.
Amyashabi,
Tazawar.
Tazawar,
Gum Ashawar.
Gum Ashawar,
Nalawa.
Nalawa,
Imam.
Imam,
Hayawa.
Hayawa,
Zerawai.
Zerawai,
Labanya.
Labanya,
Lawat.
Lawat,
Salah.
Salah,
Aisha.
Aisha,
Laham.
Laham,
Kamadi.
Kamadia,
Kasaya.
Kasaya,
Sarah.
Sarah,
Kayabi.
Kayabi,
Bonakal.
Bonakal,
Koyashawan.
Koyashawan,
Nashamadu.
Nashamadu,
Wayan.
Bayan,
Da'ira.
Da'ira,
Hayawa.
Hayawa,
Daman.
Daman,
La Adam.
La Adama,
Shayatamu.
Shayatamu,
Nada.
Nada,
Yatmu.
Yahweh,
Kaira.
Kaira,
Wakazabah.
Wakazabah,
Wakazabah.
Wakazabak,
Wakazalmanai.
Wakazalmanai,
Call Nasiakum.
Call Nasiakumwa,
Ashar.
Ashar,
Amarwa.
Amarwa,
Nairashah.
Nairashah,
Lanawa.
Lanawa,
Na'awa.
Na'awa,
Alahayam.
Alahayam,
Alahayam.
Alahayah,
Shayatamu.
Shayatamu,
Gagala.
Kagala,
Kwash.
Kakwash,
Napanya.
Napanya,
Rawaka.
Rawaka,
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash,
Tabaira.
Tabaira,
Ya'ira.
Ya'ira,
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba,
Talahat.
Talahat,
Hariyam.
Hariyam,
Khan.
Khan,
Daradapma.
Daradapma,
Basairika.
Basairika,
Wabasa.
Wabasa,
Wapathka.
Wapathka,
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam,
Mala'at.
Malai,
Panyam.
Panyaham,
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan,
Waya.
Waya,
Buk.
Bakwashwa,
Shimka.
Shimka,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa,
Waya.
Waya,
Behold.
Behold,
Ayai.
Ayai,
Waya.
Waya,
Kapar.
Kapara,
Waya.
Waya,
Abad.
Badwa,
Waya.
Waya,
Da'ira.
Da'ira,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Atha.
Atha,
Shimka.
Shimka,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Labad.
Labadka,
Ayawan.
Ayawan, Kal, Kal,
Her rest is
Kal Razazai. In English, Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumult.
enemies make a
And
tumult.
they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy
And
people.
consulted
And consulted
against thy hidden ones. They have said,
said,
Come,
Come.
and let us cut them off
And let us cut them
from
off
being a nation,
from being a
that
nation.
the name of Yasharallah
That the name of
may
Yahshua
be no more in
may
remembrance.
be no more
For
remembered.
they have consulted together
Consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee,
are confederate against
the
thee.
tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom
and the
and
Ishmaelites
the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab
and the Hagarenes,
Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon, and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of
the
Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with
Assur
them.
was also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
and to Jabin,
as to
at
Jabin,
the brook of
the
Kison,
book of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
perished at
They have
Endor.
became as dung for the
They
earth.
have taken done for the earth.
Make their nobles like
Make
Oreb,
their nobles like a red,
and like
like
Zahir.
Zaire.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes as
all
Zabah,
the princes of
and
Zabah
as Zamuna,
and as the moon
who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh possession.
O my power,
Oh my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a
as
wheel,
the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the
as the
wind,
fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the
as the
wood,
flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute
with
them
thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with
that they
shame,
may seek thy
they
name.
may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be
let
confounded
them be confounded
and troubled
and
forever.
troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name
whose
alone
name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most
over
high
all the earth.
over all the earth.
Sorry, Mr. Turn.
Let's go.
Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imam Barak,
Now, Ba'ashem Yahshua Barakatah.
That's my top, the sisters. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imam Barak,
Yahweh Shema Latah Yahweh Shai.
Yes, my top 7 service this